Good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to another video on the Shifted Perspective YouTube channel. Today we're doing some window trim. My E39 M5, the window trim has definitely seen better days. So we're going to be doing the windshield, and we're also going to be doing the rear window of the car. Part numbers are in the description. I picked up this stuff from FCP Euro. Not insanely expensive, but definitely expensive enough that it hurts a little bit to pick up stupid window trim that's flaking off. So today we're gonna do a basic install. I'll do a couple close-ups of the current state, and I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna do to replace it. All right guys, really quick, this is the condition of my window trim on my 03 M5. It's pretty bad. It's flaking off. In fact, when I wash it, some of this stuff comes off, and I found a couple pieces in my sponge, in my wash mitt. So that's no good. That is definitely a high risk of having something bad happening, scratching your car with that. We're gonna look at the rear. It's not nearly as bad, but obviously we are definitely having some issues here as well. So I'm really hoping that this comes off in one piece. I'm expecting hopefully the metal inside of this piece will keep it together, but I was already playing with it, kind of pushing it aside here. And the key is, if you've had your windshield replaced before, I've actually heard of guys that when they replace the windshield, they add some extra sealant inside here. So the trim will actually be glued inside the windshield, stuck to the windshield. So be careful of that. I'm pretty sure this has never been replaced. It has the BMW logo and everything like that. So it's also very chipped up. So it seems like it's 16-year-old glass, and that's definitely something to note. So if you had your glass replaced, definitely note that taking the trim out might be much more of a pain than it's going to be today. To take out these little trim pieces here, which I probably should have ordered as well, but I didn't even think about that. All right, so next we are going to gently kind of loosen the trim, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's already coming out. Let's see. Yeah, if you can see that, it's already pushing out. All right, I'm gonna get some tape because I don't trust myself. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm sorry if it's poor lighting, but it's coming out. Ooh, that is... All right, so this is the current status. Lots of crap inside here. And thankfully, this is actually a piece of metal underneath. So what you want to do is just grab it with pliers and you know, try to keep it in one piece here. See, this is what it looked like before. See how there's kind of a hazy line where you can never polish? Now we're good. Now we're good. All right, so the next step is to install the new window trim. Links are in the description. A lot of guys use just car wash soap. Don't use Dawn because it'll dry out the trim, but you want to use something to kind of lubricate the trim when you slide it into place. So I actually just washed the M5, thankfully. So I'm just going to use my little detailing brush with some car wash soap in here, and all I'm going to do is kind of just go like this to make it nice and lubricated.
This cut is fresh.
Alright, just because I love you guys so much, I'm going to hold the camera while I try to finagle this in. I want you to watch me do it, and you can tell me I'm doing it wrong if I am, but generally I'm kind of starting in this corner here, and you can see, you know, this has the shape of the windshield, so I'm just kind of trying to pivot the trim. It's already kind of going into place. You can see that. Hopefully you can just push, you know, get it, there we go. There we go, and you can see kind of where the other trim was sitting still a little bit, and slowly, see, that's kind of the mark. If I was really OCD, I would fix that, but sort of a nice guideline right now. I'm starting with the corners. It's gonna be hard to do it with one hand, but we'll see what I can do. You have to kind of pull it a little bit. Whoop. Yeah, so you have to kind of, that's where the trim tool will help. Definitely tape your sides. That is a true tip. All right, we're on our way. Wow, that looks a million times better. There we go, and that should go in pretty nicely. Yeah, once you get it lined up, it's really not that bad. All right, well, before I say that, let's finish. I would recommend putting tape here, but hindsight, it's 2020. Okay, so that's working. All right, so let's go to the other side before I get all that side in.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. If you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all, is my advice.
All right, guys, I want to give you an after shot before I completely run out of daylight. I do still have the tape on here, but I did want to show you kind of what this looks like. It looks like perfect. I'm really happy with it. I'll just show you the other side. I'm not done with the rear yet, but I'll show you that in just a second here. But this is how it looks. I usually do like a trim coating or something, but since this is so new, I might not do that. So we'll see how much time I have. I'm literally running out of daylight here. So definitely recommend taping the corners, especially because I even like cut into this. I must have nicked this with something. And then I'll show you my little trick to clean. All I do is grab like a little plastic pry tool, put it behind the towel, and then I spray some product, and then you guys are hopefully seeing me do it in the video, but you just go like this, and it cleans up these little corners really nicely. And that's about it. Alright guys, so before I completely run out of daylight, I want to wrap this video up. It's actually pretty self-explanatory. A lot of times when I do projects, it ends up taking twice as long. You guys know how car stuff is you budget an hour, it takes 2 or 3. But so far so good, everything fit really well. I got this stuff from FCP Euro, and it really, probably if you have any car, any BMW or whatever, definitely worth doing, so check your trim out. But mine was well past its prime, so I'm gonna put this back in here, maybe give it a little quick trim coat, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. So comment below if I forgot anything. Hopefully this helped you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.